Hello.
Oof. Hello,
Oof, indeed.
hello. Ooh, ooh.
Hello, Nikki. Hello, Cat.
My sleep schedule is bad. That's why I'm always awake.
Yeah. Hello, Pure Vanilla. Yeah, Jan's up late, and I can't stream, or else I would throughout the day.
You could stream. You would just need to get your own channel.
I need to figure out my channel and YouTube stuff, but maybe at some point. I like streaming with you though; it's more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. How is everyone?
Good.
That's good.
Good.
That's good. Ugh. Mmm. What you drawing? And I'm doing fine.
Right.
Hungry, kinda, but bleh, stomach's been killing me lately.
My earring backing keeps coming off. Piss me off.
Cookie run.
Oh, Cookie Run, derogatory. As a joke, guys. A joke. Mostly.
Mm-hmm. Glances at Cookie Run derogatorily.
Derogatorily.
Yeah.
Hey people, I'm gonna steal your base. Thanks.
What?
I joined 3008 and I'm stealing someone's base for the night.
Hmm. Well, not really sure what to do.
You try and look through the game thing if you want to do a game. If you want to just kind of chill, we can
Look at it.
chill.
I could pull up itch.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Sorry, I'm getting attacked.
Hmm.
Please leave me alone.
Actually, no. Let me pull up Game Jolt.
Game Jolt. I don't even look at Game Jolt when I was going through the game folders. They're all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of forgot Game Jolt was a thing.
Well, don't look through Game Jolt because you'll be there forever.
I won't. I was saying that I hadn't.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Uh, uh.
Oh, I'm playing 3008. I'm getting attacked by the IKEA workers.
What genre should we look through on Game Gold?
What are the options?
Action, horror, adventure, fan game, FNAF, Undertale, Bindi, FNF, RPG, other, multiplayer, platformer, sci-fi, retro, point-and-click shooter, alt game, VR, survival, arcade, roguelike, puzzle, strategy, sports.
Okay. Uh, maybe one of the first
Peach!
few.
I'll look at
Peach.
I'll look at FNAF stuff.
I was like FNAF or horror, or I forgot the rest of the categories already.
Let's see what new stuff is out.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you, thank you. I love our PNGs.
thank you,
They're
thank you.
lovely.
What is this?
What is the wall?
What's that?
I'm
It's the worst game I
kidding.
ever do in my life. Like you do those.
Was this made on Scratch?
Oh my gosh, was it? Dude, Scratch games were my favorite. I think I made a game on Scratch years ago. It was like a point and click game though.
Oh my god. Get that away from me. The Walton Files, Nightmare Shift 1. What is this?
That's what I'm saying. What's that? I wanna know what that is. Kinda looks cool.
Ooh.
Wait, I kinda wanna play it.
These models look cool.
Maybe.
Oh, it it doesn't even exist yet.
Oh, whatever. I'll just die. That's fine. Sure. But also they made Banny so much bigger than I would have made her model. Because everyone else is bulky, but Banny is not. She is a slim animatronic. Goodness gracious, no. Ew.
What?
Nope.
What?
Oh, thanks. This is so weird. It's like, how is that like up?
That's so odd. One Night with Bat Simpson. Bat Simpson.
Hand Scratch edition, in case anyone was curious. It's also for Scratch.
This is a nightmare crossing the border. Bringing the check for the
I had it stuck
postal
in my head
order. That is
earlier.
from the rich. That is from the poor. Stop at the
But-
color and the girl next door. This is a nightmare crossing the border. Maybe I shouldn't be looking at the new games and look at what's hot right now.
Oh yeah, probably.
Maybe I don't want to play a FNAF fan game. Yeah, people are always memeing the Epstein files. It's
Yeah, I hate it.
this game looks cool. What is this?
Ooh.
No, yeah, it's always in bad taste. Gummy. Xanaban. Whoa, what is this? This is a horror game? Oh, wait, hold on. Stanley Parable is on sale right now. Where's my wish list? Stanley Parable, Ultra Kill. Mm-hmm. I may as well. I may. Do I want to buy Indus Nye too? No. I'll get Ultra Kill. I'll get Ultra Kill and Stanley Parable since they're both on sale. The deluxe version is what's on sale right now. Yeah, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh my god, my leg hurts.
Let me see how big Ultra Kill and how big is Stanley Parable. 7 giggies. Let's install these real quick. Let me close it. Whoa, hold on, what was that?
I don't remember any of it, but yes, please do not spoil. Oh shit. I was doing so well, and then it was night time.
Hold on. I forgot that since I swapped the window and like ceased to exist. Never mind, I'm disappointed. Nothing against them. Take me back, take me back. What else is new? Another Scott Pilgrim game? Ah, one of these. Okay. Ultra Kill is done. What is this? What is this?
Beavers have tails. Tales of a lush and fertile earth. We really hope they're true. Once, forests offered shade and respite. Our kin thrived, and so did the earth. In this barren land, it's these tales that keep us going. But no matter where we go, all we find are ruins. This world is a dangerous place. We survive by sticking together. Hope for the best, but know it can always get worse. Every night could be our last. And every morning, brings hope. A small spring, a patch of grass, that's all it takes. With water we'll grow trees, with trees we'll shape water. Day by day, log by log.
So it's just a beaver civilization simulator.
I guess, yeah.
Lumber punk beavers. Interesting.
What a game.
What a gay indeed. Who has messaged me? What do you mean an all-nighter, baby?
My appointment's at 8 in the morning.
And what time is it now?
Almost midnight.
Do you want to sleep?
No, I'm not tired.
Would you
Also,
be
I don't think I'd
able
be able
to
to sleep
wake
this late.
up?
Probably.
Perchancings?
Yeah. It's like a possibly.
Let me change the stream title to Playing Stanley Parable.
Oh, is that what we've decided on? I was distracted.
Playing Stanley Parable for the first time. There we go.
Yippee. Then you throw Vox in the title.
Vox plays the Stanley Parable. I'm not doing that.
I just
What's
like
your
saying it 'cause it's
question?
fun.
Jittle Yang.
Oh shit, that moves. Is it Amelie? Is that how you pronounce your name? I just want to make sure I say it right. Okay. I want to make sure. If it's any help to you, I had a girl in my French class that had her name very similar to that. I think her name was spelt with a Y at the end though, but same gist.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I want to see what happens if I just stand here.
I forget the lag.
Mr. Narrator. Mr. Narrator?
HP up.
Nah, he's no fun, alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I don't want to go to the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, I'm drinking it, alright.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I've got to play Portal
I'm not
at
your
some
enemy,
point.
really, I'm not. I realize
Yeah,
that
you
investing your
do.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yes, I do.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it
Yeah.
worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
This. Hold on, baby. I got you, baby.
Thank you. Because, like, I can see it, but I also still have my computer muted so it doesn't echo stream. So I'm just reading captions late and stuff.
I do really want to go through this door, but I think it would be much funnier if I didn't. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Why'd you give it
but
to
I
me
guess
as
it
an
isn't my
option?
place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I'll go through this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
I didn't
honest
even see
answers,
it.
please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
ASMR.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Heartless
Because if it's the
bastard.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
Narrator?
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Sure.
What do we have here? Yes.
Bro,
this seems like it'll
this
work.
dude reminds me
Let's
of
give it a
Closet
shot.
from Barbie, man.
Firewatch!
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from
Oh,
up high in your
thanks.
creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
He's
Come,
so
let's
sassy.
venture outward and see what else is out there.
Bro, Diva, man.
What a sassy ass dude.
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Good God!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing.
I mean,
that big,
ouch.
open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, Thank heavens we avoided
Bro,
it. We're out of the woods
freedom
now,
is
Stanley.
horrifying to this man.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, let me through!
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League? I
Wonderful.
hate Rocket
See,
League.
this is exactly what
I'm
I had
so
in mind.
bad at it.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage
Now
to get
this
lost in
is
this
game
game, I will be
design.
phenomenally impressed.
Prepare to be impressed.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of
Let's
cars
see.
here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Is this
I think it's
sports ball?
sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Yeah, it
We
is.
shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love
Run the
that.
base.
I think
Bases and
surely
do a
we must.
touchdown.
Okay, Stanley,
All
here's the ball.
right.
Have fun.
That'd be cool.
Rocket League ball, thank you.
Wait.
Can I aerial?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Whee!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Stanley! Stanley, come back! I don't remember ever seeing this. Because I vaguely remember watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye play this game. So I vaguely
yeah.
remember some of the stuff, but I don't remember seeing this at all. Oh! Oh, that scared me.
Book.
Half-Life. That makes sense. I think I played the first Half-Life. Ooh, light.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Or hearing about it.
Oh, my office. Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
he brought me back. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two
No.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ear.
What in the ear?
I had to scratch my ear.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm gonna go this way this time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who the fuck is her?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Can I leave? My fucking eyes. Ow!
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm dead?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I'm not gonna press it.
Goodness.
Narrator.
Mannequin wife, my beloved.
Narrator. All right.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press B to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
Oh, where'd Mansion Wife go?
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
So what if I don't press anything?
I don't know if anything happens.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Oh,
and I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They were all gone. They were all gone.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll listen to the narrator.
Oh no.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here, no choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Now I want to stay in here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Doing sweet fuck all.
Hello.
Are you Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It smells nice.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I'm doing sweet FA, narrator.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, but it's fire. That should be your status. Did you get the broom closet?
Stanley was
ending?
fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh!
Hello?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm gonna stay in here until he says something again. Wait, is Wendy's open right now? Oh, available at 6. It is not open right now.
Not sick.
Because I don't want Taco Bell, but I'm hungry.
Ah, you too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Ugh, hiccups. Ugh.
All right, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let me back through the door.
Let me in. I be the IGY.
All right.
Oh my god, these hiccups. Ugh. One like is what the bubbles hiccups goes away. Ugh. I hated it.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Oh, I'm in.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. all of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The next computer. There it is. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Is he not going to say anything? Narrator. Okay, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse?
Can I look inside?
All right. Whoa. Aw. Let's go down. I love the little ad-libs in the background.
What a beautiful one.
Elevator went nowhere. I go down. have to go up. This elevator doesn't work. All right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yeah. Okay, I thought I could wedge myself in there and fall. Is there nothing this way? No secrets? Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What if I go back up?
Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Will there be something
Here we are,
new?
Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Beep, beep, beep.
So what if I go down and then back up again?
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
How does he keep? Wow, it's like a revolutionary idea.
How does he keep coming up with all of this?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh, he's so sarcastic.
Oh my God, it's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh. This is
Okay,
so
I'm ready.
stupid.
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
All right.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I'm gonna do it again.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Narrator?
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
It was worth it. It was worth my shenanigans. Oh my. An evening with world peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through
great.
this door.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. I'll comply.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a
last name
little
is
bit
Stan-
about the
his
nature of
last name is
surprise in
Ryder?
storytelling and what it means to craft a
duh,
truly
it's Parable.
unpredictable
Stanley
narrative.
Parable, it's his
Oh,
full
don't
name.
worry, you'll do great. Just be
All
yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Is that supposed to be Stanley? What did he say? Break a leg, champ, your boss. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. I love the way you ride elevators. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Break a leg, champ, again. Story. All right. Remember where you came from, your coworkers. All right. The dude who came up with pizza, that's just an Italian man. I've never seen this. Jesus Christ. Holy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I've
decided to
never
go to
seen
the
that
meeting
ending
room.
before.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's cool. Where is this other computer?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
closet.
there.
My closet.
Oh, God.
This fucker.
Coming
Now I'm
to a
gonna do the
staircase,
elevator
Stanley
again.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, it's a different. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Was it like
Stepping
2,
into
8,
his
4,
manager's
5?
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety
My
isn't
bad.
healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay. Okay.
Feeling
Stanley was such
soothed
an
and
impatient little
rejuvenated,
shit.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Whoa. Elevator? I think he knows what time it is.
You know what time it is.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
That's a great question.
All right. I won't elevator spam again. It doesn't look like the dialogue's any different. I'm not even gonna get out. Fine.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
All right.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
All right, let me go.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
How does he keep coming up with all of this?
He's a genius.
I was looking at Taco Bell stuff because I downloaded the app.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't
Isn't
he?
it great?
It has a 2.2 star
Stanley
rating
walked
for some
straight ahead
reason.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, wait. Oh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
Female
Stanley was led
narrator.
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Woman?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Solitaire. Developed by Crows. Kevin Briding as the narrator. Richard Baxter. Nick Robinson. Kevin McLeod? What? He worked on this game? That makes sense.
Ooh. That makes sense.
Wait, Cas Van de Poel? I love that guy. I love that guy's art. Oh wait, that's sick. I didn't know that. This is cool. I don't think I've seen this before either. Ooh. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Make fun of them! Make fun of them. If they get offended at Stanley Parable for there being a shooter segment, they're probably not even playing this game. They're probably playing Call of Duty and watching someone else play this. They can get offended if they want.
That's what I mean. And you say as someone who plays shooter games.
After the second. This is so cool. Oh. Are you a rock? The lounge. The apartment timer. In the previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone will lead to a different ending. Oh, this is the, I unplugged the phone instead of letting it ring for 15 seconds. That makes sense.
Oh.
Second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game. But we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Dude, there's so much stuff. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately, it was the simplest version that won out. There's a vent. What have I not looked at yet? I didn't go to the right. Game design mock-up. Countdown room. I'm not going out there yet. The freedom ending. Ooh. I don't want to look too much at everything because I feel like it would spoil or remind me of some things.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
All right. I'll comply.
This is the story of a man. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where is... Ooh!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I wonder what it means, Mr. Narrator.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So I see that this track keeps going this way. If I step off and step back on. If I step off and step back on. If I step off.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content, Stanley.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Hold on. I was on the Taco Bell app, but they don't have their new like chicken bacon ranch things or whatever.
You don't have the new stuff yet? Damn.
It's not on there, but it's on the Uber app.
Damn.
Also, it wouldn't let me add it. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't. It's because it wasn't on
That's
there.
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
To find these people
It's my
on
fault, Stanley.
Twitter.
I built up too much anticipation
Valid
around the new
shit,
content,
man.
I'm afraid.
Speak your
It could
truth.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
In that case, I'm gonna sit here in order to. Oh, I guess I have no. Oh,
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
I really want to go into the vent, but I love not doing what I'm told.
Oh, you don't want to see the
Fine,
cool
fine, no,
surprise
no,
I made
I'll-
for you?
I'll
Well,
look,
fine.
I'll look. I'll
Never
look.
mind. You're not a dog.
Oh, well, in that case. Man, fuck you, narrator. Never mind, you're not a dork. All right. Never mind, you're not a dork. All right. Whew.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Back then, video games had integrity. The Stanley Parable demonstration. Damn, it's crazy how long. Don't play for 5 years. Jesus Christ. I'll have to get that. I'll have to get that achievement at some point.
5 years.
Is she French? What is this?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning
wanted to
triumph
keep
of
listening to the
games
music.
journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
Skyrim, it was
it's nothing.
Persona 3.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, wait. They don't have the fucking chicken. It might be because it's, like, too late. Too late in the day. Hold on. They took away the damn grilled chicken cheese burrito fucking combo box that I liked.
Damn it. I haven't been in a second.
Pissing me off. Let me look back at that Taco Bell app. I just want like more protein. Need more protein. Let me out. Oh.
There's those bowls. I've never had them, but I've heard they're good.
Minecraft.
What is my Taco Bell app say?
Oh, game lagging a little. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh, wait. The chicken maker and chalupas are there now.
Oh, yay.
What the hell?
Yeah, because for me, they're in the Discovery Lux box. They're in that.
Because I don't want the Discovery Lux box because it has the fuck-ass bean burrito thing. And I don't want the bean burrito.
Oh. You can always take the beans off, but yeah.
That would just be a burrito. Without any
It's
good
just
stuff
a
on it.
Well, it'd just be a rice burger. So,
I can just order
fair.
rice if I wanted that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I hunger. You cannot quench
Zen
my thirst.
Zen hates beans too.
I hate beans.
Yeah, Zen hates beans. I like beans. There too.
I mean, where am I going?
I love
These were simpler times,
My mom always
Stanley.
gets like guac on the
But I
side, so
wouldn't
was
give to
extra
go
guac.
back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
collection
I
of
haven't looked at
reviews
these in
from
years.
Steam.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more
Unfunny.
irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I don't remember ever seeing this. Unfunny! What is this?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy.
I'm
Honestly,
not
you
preachy,
can.
am I?
Goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Ah, they're making me fucking sign up for the rewards thing. Hold on.
At least you get points. Do you have any points? There you go. Before all mine expire. Ooh, that one expires in 2 days. I should go. That one expires in... That one's in April. March. Okay, so basically, I just need to go. Maybe I'll go tomorrow and use them all. Because I have 3 that expire on Saturday. And if I can get them over with, then I have dinner. Hello. Hello. I was trying to do a higher pitch like the stupid cat thing, but it wasn't working.
Where am I going?
Good question.
Oh, hold on. No, stop. Aw, please don't fuck it up. Thank you. Stop! I was in the middle of making my goddamn account! And it over just scored! Please remove this item to check out. I can't even get the things that I want! Give me a second. I hunger. This wasn't supposed to take so long, but goody good goodness, I hunger.
Good goodness indeed. Y'all need to sleep. Go sleep.
Yeah, try to picture if we could escape this hole. Never have to live in fear of days that angels may appear, cause here's the kicker, sinners can save their souls. Not by changing for redemption, but by taking over heaven. They say hell's too populated, that's why they exterminate.
I was gonna say, how long could you just speak it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the cantina chicken burrito and the grilled cheese burrito. That sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. I love that one. I just wait till tomorrow. I get paid tomorrow, I think.
And
Maybe?
let me add a
Are you paid
Pepsi.
tomorrow? Pepsi. to get that freeze again, but I want to get it during happy hours. I don't have to play
We got
like
the
12 hours.
numbers. We got the numbers. Let's annex their numbers. If you want to see a number, raise your fist and make some numbers.
Yeah.
Select a pickup method. I very clearly clicked delivery. Oh my god! Taco Bell, I'm going to murder you. Give me the damn thing that I want. Oh my god, they're really pissing me off. I very clearly clicked delivery.
Happens
Don't
every
make
time
me
I'm on
make
here.
my order again. Thank you.
Usually it just lets you change it. I was gonna say. No, Taco Bell's never gonna sponsor us because you said you're gonna kill me. There goes my Taco Bell sponsorship.
Maybe. Hold on. I might just have to order it through Uber because this $6 delivery fee is ridiculous. Hold on. Really yanking my leg over here, making me not like the Taco Bell app. $6 delivery. Alright, where am I going?
I never super mind the delivery fees because Uber, what I would pay on Uber is basically the delivery fee. But that's just because it's literally right next to my house. And the only reason I don't go is because it's dark outside.
If you wanna see
What's
a
this
new
one got
world,
to say?
then go find a new world.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for
always
the
been my
customers.
motto starting today.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
It has always been. Okay, let's walk on through.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah
he's
blah
repeating
blah
himself,
blah blah.
okay.
We've eaten too much and it can't be just.
So I have to skip. Okay.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact,
if I didn't have Uber One,
well,
it would cost more
you really
on
did
Uber
catch me rambling
to
on
order
a bit,
Taco
didn't
Bell.
you?
But because I have Uber One, it costs
The minute
a
I
little
start
less.
to go off on a thoughtless
Even
display
though
of
the
self-exhaustion,
items
it's
itself
right at your
end up
fingertips to go
being like
poof, and it's all
like
over.
$1
Oh, I
extra
can't
or
wait to see
whatever
what
on
Cookie
Uber.
9 will say about
I'm
this,
paying less
and whether
because I
they'll
have
edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of
That
the
makes
wording,
sense.
perhaps.
I don't have the
To be honest,
subscription, so
I
Taco
don't
Bell
even know
app
if
is
one
cheaper
can
for
change
me.
their review in the first place.
Yeah.
I guess I should become better Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should
because I
say
just
that
have
the
a lot
amount
of
of
voice.
time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I
know,
do
it's shocking,
suggest that we
isn't it?
not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter
That's
a room
a
without a
good
door of
question.
some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
Where did it go?
Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
I beg your
Please,
pardon?
I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of
need a
door,
door.
as long as it can open and lead from one room to another.
so you just
I'm
slam
going to
your
step
body
away for just a
against the
moment,
wall
and I'm going to
until
try
we
to
have a
find
door.
us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise. You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me.
I'll listen.
And don't press the skip button.
I'm
Got
waiting.
it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Said it so many times I want to press it.
Well, I know I kind of have to press it, so.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been
the way that
frozen
you were
there.
spinning
I don't know
around
why
it.
the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have
Dude,
someone
how long
to
has
talk
it
to
been?
again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
It's been a week.
I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a...
Oh no.
Oh,
Hello?
hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not
gracious.
moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
Hello? My god, did she die? Hello?
Ah, stop that. Ah. Get me out of here.
Oh, I don't like that.
Get me out.
Let me out.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But
Hello?
Poor dude's just ranting.
Bro's just... He's having a moment,
the
man.
end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
Do
never
not
the
like
end,
this.
is never the end, 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 is never the end,
Okay, it
is never the end, is never the...
Yeah, no, not a fan.
At least it wasn't whispering like, the end is never the end.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I hate repeating noises. They... Ugh. Yucky. Hey, someone ate that wall. Wow, someone ate most of this room.
Oh, pretty.
Hey, someone started growing in this room.
Ivy. I'm allergic to poison ivy. I hate poison ivy.
For a second I was like, isn't everyone?
No.
But not allergic. It just like irritates people's skin.
No, like there's people who can touch poison ivy and it not do anything, but like when I touch poison ivy, it makes like the bumps and rash on my skin.
Oh, I don't think I've ever touched any ivy ever, so I don't know. I assume it would bug my skin, but that's because like even just grass bugs my skin sometimes. So. What if I'm allergic to dish soap? Then what? Then answer my question. Wow, someone really ate that entire thing. That boy just chop off my arm.
Where's that at?
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Well, welcome back, narrator. Sorry for killing you.
New content? Don't mind if I
good.
do.
You noticed my sign. Yes,
Oh,
I have
good.
something
You noticed
very
my
exciting to
sign.
show you.
The closet can wait. It's boarded up anyways.
Y'all
Fuck
attached
ass
to this
closet.
closet.
I love the closet. Turn?
I love
No?
the closet, but I'm not that attached.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah. I don't think I remember ever seeing
isn't this
anyone
far
get
superior
to
to a
this.
measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yeah.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's
It is?
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
That's silly. The Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to The Stanley Parable is the prequel to The Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to The Stanley Parable is the prequel to...
Oh, great, it's great.
Oh, wait, I think I remember this, kind of.
I
Whoa.
have no idea. My memory is not to be trusted when it comes to games.
Ah, wait, I remember this now.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Looks cool. This is all new to me.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Does it?
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Oh.
Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
my bad.
If you don't properly roleplay as Jim,
sorry.
then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay,
I just
we're
wanna
doing
press
it
it a million
again,
times.
and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this
Get
button.
outta here.
Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? Jim. See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says, but no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No!
Just said.
My button!
Damn. Poor button. You'll be missed.
He got fed up and took the damn button away.
Poor button.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
So what if I take a screenshot of this? I guess it doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
The reassurance bucket.
Pardon?
The reassurance bucket.
What a title.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Oh, that's
As
wonderful.
long as you hold on to the
want
bucket,
12.
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine
It's much
what a
more
pain in the
convenient
ass
than
that
making
would be?
people less
Yes,
uncomfortable.
The bucket
All
is the
right.
perfect solution.
Duh.
Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it?
What?
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I love this bucket. The infinite hole. Let me go see that infinite
Okay,
hole.
I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Maybe the first one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday,
okay,
step-niece, it is.
That's the one I was gonna pick, because it's stupid.
Oh. Sorry.
Why are you
It's
sorry?
like the vibe of the other. I was being sarcastic.
Meow.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my
I just like
decision.
the
We're
design.
moving on.
What's over here? Bro, my fucking Uber driver's on a bike and they're going like across fucking town to deliver the food to someone else before they deliver the food to me. So it says 34 minutes away when the fucking Taco Bell is down the street. Oh my god, I hate when that shit happens, man. You are closer to me than you are to them, but you're gonna drop their food off first. Oh my god.
What's the fact you're on a bike? I didn't know that was a thing.
Bro. I could have walked to the Taco Bell faster than it would have taken them. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. Why is that a thing?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond
I
of.
have no
It's never
idea
been done
what I
before
like.
in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Just chilling here forever.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of
teleport.
things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
This isn't
I'm
infinite.
a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
I'm a liar
Look,
and a cheat.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay.
Look, things got a little
defensive
heated
much?
there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Well, I'm gonna sit down here because I'm a little pissed at my Uber fucker. It's literally down the street. Why are they going to the opposite side of town to drop off food? It would quite literally be quicker to come to me and then drop off their food. Like, what the fuck are they even doing? I'm looking at them on the map. They just like spun in a circle. How many orders do they have?
I have no idea. Also, you said they're on a bike?
They're on a bike.
How many
That's what
things
it says.
How many things can you carry on a bike?
I don't know, man. Like, don't take multiple orders on a bike, man. Let someone else pick up my order, please. It was a $2 tip too. It wasn't even like it was like a great tip. Man, people, dude. Oh, when I'm by the Taco Bell, I might as well pick up their order. Give me my food! Fuck, man.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
The teleport button.
I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
You're gonna
I'm
remove the
out.
hole.
Goodbye, Stanley.
No!
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Bitch.
a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole,
Me.
I get to do literally anything else. Take care,
Oh,
Stanley.
fantastic.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I'm giving my Uber driver a 1 star. I wanted my fucking grilled cheese burrito to be hot. And this fucker. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
I love this actually.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
Afsluiten nu geweest, die waren er gespeeld verweerd.
Okay.
Okay. It is.
Okay. Wait, cast me in the pool!
Stanley?
I found it.
Stanley! Stanley!
No!
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort
No,
of dozed
take
off
me
there,
back.
drifting away into dreamland.
Let me back
But we can't have
down.
that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.
Little Pip. Okay, get it?
Yeah, send me back down. No, I wanted to look at more stuff.
Let me see the thing.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I'm going back to the hole. Where is the hole? You shit! Alright then.
Alright then.
Free achievement? I want a free achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to the... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Can I? Narrator, you're losing me. You're losing my trust. Not that you had it.
So now, you really...
The hole's not infinite.
What else?
There is no lever.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle again. I
You
used
know
up all my
what?
jumps though.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
So I just don't get any more jumps.
What? Lame. Stanley Parable Game Pass. It's just you get a jump.
Ah, Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I kind of want to find them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I want to go to the exit, yeah. Mostly infinite hole, find it, ended. Fine already. 1, 2, 3. I think I did everything except for whatever's right here.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh. Is the button? The button's still probably gone. All right. I think I did everything here. Oh, this chair is kind of hurting my back to sit in. I might also just have bad posture, but I have no, like, good back support in this chair.
It might be a mix of both.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Can I keep the bucket?
I assume if you don't put it down, then...
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I don't know where it takes me.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right?
Let
It's
me go into
sort
the
of...
hole.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Dear
Who am
God.
I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
What are the
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Whip it up, boy.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen this.
Ooh.
I kind of want to look at this menu for a bit.
That's so cute.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Okay, yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging
bucket!
him to
Where's
pick
the
it
bucket?
up. Why was he not doing it?
Where's the bucket?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
The bucket calling thing.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No new content door.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it. Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things. All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications.
The sticker
for
says
this
property
sticker.
of Stanley. I realized our PNGs are in the way.
Oh, oops. I was like, it's
You know
a
what?
bucket on
I
a
could
bucket.
take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
That's gracious.
All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I go downstairs with my bucket.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness,
Good enough
Stanley.
for
God
me.
knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I don't know if I want to go into this loop again. Oh, God. Would it be different with the bucket?
But I don't know.
I don't think I'll go.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about
Stanlerines.
Stanlerines? Yes, I think I
love
like
it.
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, another Stanley.
Lately, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Elevator time. Alright, night-night, cat.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Where's the bucket?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
I think I will go press the number 3.
Maybe I will, actually.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
And then I'm gonna go back up.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly. No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Wow.
Annoyed at this guy's voice. What are you talking about?
I'm just chilling.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Radio silence in a nutshell. All right. Oh, my food is here.
Yay.
Oh, I forgot that I was still playing the sequel.
Oh, yeah.
Un momento.
I forgot. Hi, Dave. Love you. What y'all doing besides watching stream? Didn't prepare anything cool to talk about. That's the thing is you can just DIY your own bucket. Oh, love! I've never played House Flipper, but I think that's cool. You can probably buy a sticker. You can just get any old bucket, and then it'll be your bucket. I want to make candy, but I just suck at beadwork. Oh, spook. I woke up freezing this morning, too. Hey!
They were not on a bike.
Oh.
I don't know why it said they were on a bike. But my food was
Not even
still like warm whenever I touched the bag.
That's good.
So, I will finish this run and then food.
Because then that just makes me wonder even more why they took so long.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
I don't know why it took them so long. But at least my food is still, like, warm.
That's good.
Oh, damn. Alright. Why did I open up my bag? I'm not gonna eat yet. Hold on. Oh, we're here again.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life. This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Is it going to be loud
There was
again?
no one here.
Okay, good.
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
What a fat fucking burrito, goddamn.
Oh, what? Oh, back off. Can I have a bite of your food?
What? My food.
I already ate. But I wanted to bite anyways.
I hunger.
I had cafeteria before we streamed. I went out with my friend. Y'all go get your own food.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop.
Oh.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment. Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
I've never seen this.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. What? It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, whatever.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Dude, that show isn't cake. Such a silly show.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Everything is bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Fuck! I
Are
thought
you
it was a trick question.
hallucinating?
I thought
This
it
is
was
a
a trick
tractor.
question.
It's an
I thought it was a
enormous
trick
machine that
question.
tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
I fucking knew it.
Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news.
Oh, well,
We're not
I'm
buckets.
glad.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
If you think about it, everything is a bucket. That clock is a bucket. The computer's a bucket. The desk is a bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley
go to the
clutched the
apartment.
bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
Bye-bye,
The
Nicky.
bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Oh. Well then.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ah. Said something new.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I want to take the elevator with the... Oh. Okay. Narrator? Okay. Oh, my closet. All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bro, hold on. I'll get the one ending.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Quelle surprise. Oh yeah, that grilled cheesesteak burrito, gone.
I figured.
I ate that thing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Holy. Hold on. Let's go! Let's go! Some of Gummy's videos have been striked and are being restricted.
Goodness.
Let's go. Absolute fucking goober type shit. Oh my god.
Yay. If you want snacks, go get snacks. Or like milk, or bread, or cheese. I don't know what's on y'all's fridges.
Swing tees. Scoops, maybe. All right.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
You making a Backrooms movie?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Where is button 4? Where is button 4? That's where's button 4? Oh, it's up there. Oh, was I supposed to push that before I came down? Or... well...
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I'm heading.
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be
Pinkish
even
purple
better.
4.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh,
I don't
dear
think
me,
I understand.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
I don't think I get
you're
it.
in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh, a new...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
the
Warmth
bucket.
spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What is this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Sure, I'll follow the adventure line, TM.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I'm loving this.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
What if I just don't?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
What the hell?
Well, you didn't
I'm
even
not
give me
giving
that
you my
much time.
bucket.
I was just trying to say
What is
goodbye.
this?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Yeah.
Beach. No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Didn't even give us time to decide, man.
All right, I
give us
think...
time.
Actually,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I have an idea of where.
And here it was, the lounge. What a room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm chill. I'm slightly tired, but I'm chill. How are you?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Good.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I need to go grab that at some
There's
point.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Yeah.
Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully. You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
I love my Figler Anlarines. Let's see.
Me too.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I want to rage bait him a little.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes.
I like this room.
It's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad I'm not gonna stay here.
No, wait. Where are you going?
You want me to go back?
Right. Where were we?
Ooh.
Oh, wait, because now I kind of don't want to leave, because
I want to rage bait him just a little.
I like this room. Wow. Wait, it looks so cool.
Okay, now it's repeating.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I don't have a choice, man.
I just want to hear what dialogue he has if I go back down the stairs.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
This is really pretty.
I like this. Make this like a screensaver. Shapes and colors, the likes of which I've never seen.
No!
Shapes and
what do we
colors,
talk
the likes
about?
of-
You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you?
Kaleidoscope?
You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
You can do this kaleidoscope I got you at the airport. A kaleidoscope? No. Shapes and colors, the likes of which I've
I'm just seeing the dialogue. Staircase.
Staircase. Go get a cheese stick.
I hate mopping staircases.
Ooh, yeah.
Whoa.
Are you?
Whoa.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Well, now, tempting. Go. You should go in that one more time. See the colors change. I do really like it. But I want to see if it comes different colors. Oof, excuse me.
I think I've exhausted all the dialogue.
Okay.
Geronimo!
Oh, thank God. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Aww.
You sound so sad.
I was
I'm
like,
walking
yeah,
slower.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Well, yeah, but video game dialogue.
But
No,
video game
perhaps not.
dialogue.
He's walking so slow.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
No.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh my God, quit being sad at me. You're making me sad.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after
guys,
all.
I can't.
Well, this one is yours.
Aww.
Oh, bro, my other earring fell out. Oh, wait, almost did. Wait,
Is
I
it
just want to
over?
go to the pretty room.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Aww.
No! I just wanted to go to the pretty room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I did not.
No,
said the bucket.
No.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ooh, there's a vent there.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
To the vent I go. I haven't been to this section before.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down, it doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Yeah?
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the office is back to normal. Is the bucket gone? Well, now I have to go look at the office again. And then I think I'm done for today. Okay. Oh.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh, the memory
I
zone.
would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Oh, okay. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Okay. I'm following. Am I still in the Stanley Parable 2? I am. Okay.
Yeah, we know it's laggy. It's just the game.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
So wait,
Back
if I
then,
grab
we
this,
had
will
no
it say
idea of how
7?
many of them
7
we'd
out of
find.
6?
Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
So now I'm gonna have 12 out of 6.
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh, whoa, where am I? What happened? Did my game glitch? What was that? Did my game glitch?
Maybe.
No, I'm not gonna get to see this cutscene again.
Oh.
Oh, man. Hold on. Can I... Okay.
Stanley,
okay.
I'm sorry, but I
Okay,
have to
thank
put
you.
a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Okay, good.
Those figlies. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
I'll indulge you,
I would
all
love
right.
nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
I would have been so mad if I just didn't get to see this. The Figgly
Here's where it all
Wigglies.
began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Okay, so I already grabbed that one. So, okay. So it knows. Well, let me double
And
collect.
here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them,
Okay, so
let
I
alone
am
6.
supposed to go through
But you
here.
continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
I
let's do a little
got
quiz.
stuck.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Was the boss's bathroom?
Probably.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third
me
one.
out.
You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Does it?
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figgly in this pink room.
No.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
That's not how memories work.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh, God.
What is this?
The 480p quality. Oh my god.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
I spent a lot of time. Okay.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figgly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that.
And then there was no more. because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
One more round before I get
this
off
spot in the warehouse.
round.
I remember this. I must say, of all
That's
the
what I'm
figurines we
saying.
looked at in our
They
initial
heard you
tour of the
go,
memory zone,
"Nah,
this
we
one
want
is the
you
most
to
distinct
stay."
and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Let's keep going. The narrator, the kind of guy to say poppycock.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Don't play it again, please. Oh!
Whoa.
Yes, I love that video.
I can tell.
The pink
Still don't
room.
remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah?
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
So, what if I go this way, though, and grab this one? I can't, okay. Missed opportunity.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
I know the word. I think
past
it's
is truly a wonderful thing.
like
Why
captivating.
does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Like, in that realm of words.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came
Like
before
the
this?
natural qualities of stuff, like the essential being. So like intrinsic beauty, intrinsic motivation, in a way of like inherent or something. I'm too tired to do etymology.
Am I going back this way? Oh, I turned around on accident. Can I pick him up? That would be funny. That jump circle?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Oh, yes, the two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
This game is so odd.
Whoa.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough for now. Oh my.
My. Indeed.
Definitely a great game though.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it was nice streaming. How long was stream? 3.5 hours? Ooh. All right.
It is.
It's nice playing. Nice chatting. All the people, all the things.
All the people. All the things.
Well, good night, everyone. I think there's actually only 2 people in chat because one of the people is usually always me, and then the other person is usually Bubble. And it says there's 4 people, so it's probably just Beanie and somebody who fell asleep. Good night, the 2 people watching.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.